Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we're back with some more of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Last time we walked around while I talked, and I suspect today might be much of the same. We got a pilgrim, some guy who was on a pilgrimage to Coal Cave. We brought him there, and then we continued our search for Maar Gan, and at the end of the episode, we found it. Here we are at Maar Gan. You know what the strange thing is? This does not look familiar to me. This does not look familiar to me. This is, wait, maybe? So either my memory has totally, is totally off, or gone, or maybe I just didn't spend a whole lot of time here. But I believe that it may be possible. I think it is very much so possible that in my easily hundreds of hours I've put into the game, man, I'll say 100. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since, you know, high school, college, and stuff. I don't recall this place. I don't recognize everything. Gary's hut, and his trade house. Now we were looking for a trade house, in the Maar Gan trade house. We're looking for a copy of the book Withershins for Angoth the Jeweler. This is a Thieves Guild quest.
What is it?
So I'm gonna run around to at least run by every hut to get it, you know, at least highlighted on the map so that we can quickly, you know, find our way around town when we say need to. We know where the trade house is. I don't know if that is going to be the only trade house. I guess we'll find out. This is, no, I don't recognize this place. Now, it's possible, like, when I played this game, you know, back in the day, Guard Tower 1. That's the shrine. I guess I kind of just sort of stuck to the main areas? Now that I think about it, yeah, I didn't totally stick to just the new areas. All right, so I guess that is the one trade house. I think I mostly did. If I'm remembering correctly though, like I stayed close to the main areas. I did some of the quests for some of the different places. I know I spent a lot of time around Vivek. This area down here, I spent a lot of time, you know, down in we'll say the southern part of Ardenfell. Not so much up here. Definitely not a lot up here. Now that I think about it, yeah, most of my travel was down on the south part, and I spent a lot of time in the Tribunal expansion. I did. That was, there we go. Trade house is straight ahead. I did spend a lot of time in the expansion, so that's where I'm gonna put a lot of my, we'll say, allocate a lot of my time. All right, I am looking for a Mr. or Miss. I don't even remember the name. Miles Gloriosus. Let's see, are you... I saw the orc, but I had to see him, like, is that your name? That'd be an awesome name for an orc. Very different, it would be...
Tell your friends about this place.
I will, I am. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm like, hey, people!
From where do you hail, friend?
The internet, it's a scary place. It's like, hey, people, here's this place that I wasn't even aware of. Orc? Miles. There you are! Mr. Miles Gloriosus.
My pleasure, Alexis. I'm Miles Gloriosus. What can I do for you? Is this your first visit to Maar Gan?
You know what? Strangely enough, I believe that it is.
Maar Gan is a redder egg mining village in the northern Ashlands. I just acquired an accent all of a sudden, I don't know why. North of Aldrun, close to Foyara Banidad, the ghost fence on the plains beneath Red Mountain. I know I'm here. Monsters have been breaking through the ghost fence here and attacking the villagers. Fortunately, monster fighters have answered the call for volunteers to come help protect Maar Gan. Wow, we're slipping into a weird voice now. Pilgrims of the Tribunal Temple come to visit the Maar Gan Tower Shrine, where Lord Vivek outwitted the bad Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon.
Interesting. I'm here for a book. Do you happen to have a book? No, we were probably supposed to steal it from you because We're a thief. That's what we do. So just ignore me. I'm not actually here. Look at me. I have vanished. Do I have it? No, nothing on a hotkey. Really? I don't have anything. Any stealthiness on a hotkey? Alright, this'll do. Let's see what books have you got here. The House of Troubles. You know what? It's probably in a locked chest, like this one right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and break out our handy dandy lockpick. And it failed. Alright, we'll use the other lockpick, haha! I've got lockpicks for days. I love this. I walk in, I say hi, and then I just keep going on about my business. Part of me is going, you know, maybe Jason, just use the master lockpick. By the time you decide to actually finally use it, you know, you won't need it. Oh, look at that, withershins and gold. All right, withershins. That sounds like a disease. I'm like, I got withershins. I'm willing to bet the book is about some sort of disease. All right, and I actually just went ahead and I recorded a book club, so you can look forward to that coming out soon. That was actually a fairly lengthy read, and that was Withershins. It was a fun book. I figured we would go ahead and read the book before we went and delivered it. All right, Mr. Darius Aryan. Let's head to Aldrun, because that is where our Thieves Guild guy currently is. We still have our blessing, our buffs from our blessings. And I don't know how much time has passed. I should have looked at the time. It's 8 p.m. now. I feel like it shouldn't have taken that long to get here, but I'm not too sure. So let's go back to Aingoth the Jeweler. Give him the give him the book that he sent us off to get, and see what happens next.
I have a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
That face with what he says, it always cracks me up. Have you returned with a copy of Withershins? I have. Did you get a copy of Withershins? Yes, here it is. This is the right book, Alexis. I'll give you a fair price for it. How does 1,000 septum sound? Hey, I'll take it for 1,000, sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Can I get some advancement? No one questions your jobs. Okay, but I need to do more jobs. All right, well, give me another one. We got some Dwemer Spider Centurions from a friend, and we got Estoril, who can fix them up, but we don't have any scrap metal. Crap! That's gonna take a lot of, that's gonna take a lot of weight. Wait, I don't really have. So Aingoth the Jeweler has told me he needs scrap metal to repair some Dwemer Centurion spiders. So for that, okay, there we go. Scrap metal. You can find scrap metal in most Dwemer ruins. I wish I knew a better place to get some, but I don't. We need 4 pieces of scrap metal to be on the safe side, but you don't need to try and clear out a Dwemer ruin. Just run in, snatch some, and get out. Alright, fair enough. So, we need to find some Dwemer ruins.
You may speak.
You know, we've been in a lot of them. Where's the nearest one? I don't really have any on the map right now, eh? Dwemer ruins. Well, I know there's one not too far. Wait, yeah, by I'm guessing east from here. I'm trying to remember where like the nearest Dwemer ruin is, and things are kind of foggy right now, so I can't really see. I can't really see that far, but I'm pretty sure if I run over here, there's a fort. Yes, that's what that's what I was actually looking for, was a fort. No, on the other side of the fort, I believe, if I keep heading off in that direction, I think between here and Ghostgate, there is a Dwemer ruin. I could have just gone out that door, but yeah. So I guess I'll run along here. We're gonna just go ahead and find a Dwemer ruin, and when we find one, we will be back. You know, I've been running here looking around for a Dwemer ruin, you know, killing rats in Quama Fortress, because that tends to be what I am coming across. Now, that's a little bit of an interesting thing now that I think about it, because, you know, there is a level scaling in the game. You know, certain enemies do start appearing, but one thing I do like about Morrowind that we don't see, at least in Oblivion, I can't remember if Skyrim went and fixed this, but you know, you still see weaker enemies. However, I don't recall seeing a lot of weaker enemies over, we'll say, on the up here in this region. So I'm wondering if there's just certain enemies, certain creatures that, and this is likely the case. I'm speculating about something that's almost a surety, if that's, I think that's a correct way of using that word. Anyways, ow. What is it? Oh, you. That, you know, the different regions have, we'll say, different types of enemies, and I don't recall seeing a whole lot of weak ones up in that top corner, and I guess that's probably a little bit of how the game, we'll say, the world was designed, you know? Lower level characters are more likely to be sticking closer to Seyda-Neen and Balmora, so it makes sense that this area here would have, we'll say, more, we'll say, friendly enemies, we'll rather, beginner-friendly enemies, but that's not the reason why I decided to bring it up. The reason why I decided to bring it up was because I was thinking about leveling in the game, and I was thinking, you know, at first I was like, oh, you know, I'm still leveling up. It doesn't matter if they're a rat or whatever. I'm still leveling up because I'm still using a skill. And actually, that sounds like a Dwemer ruin name. I'll head over that way. Sure, why not? Well, just while I'm talking. But then I started going, well, no, because the thought crossed my mind, well, you know, in other games, you get, oh no, it's one of them things. Well, I know where there's one Dwemer ruin. But anyways, would you stop interrupting me? I have hard enough time staying on track. We'll say on my train of thought. Staying on this train. I'm having a hard time doing it without your interruptions. But I was saying, like, you know, most games, you know, that you just get less experience, and then you don't really get a whole lot more than as you, you know, on your higher levels, you know. Killing lower level enemies doesn't really garner any sort of reward. But then it occurred to me that naturally, the game has one of those systems in that the stronger you are, the more damage you're going to do. Therefore, the fewer swings you're going to be connecting with an enemy, and as such, weaker enemies provide less experience. I know it's an obvious observation. You know, there's a lot of things that we pick up while playing games that, you know, it's like, duh, we know it, but for some reason, like, when you can actually acknowledge it, you consciously go, oh, and you pick apart, exactly, you know, how that functions mechanically, you know, we'll say on a conscious level, not on like a subconscious level, but you're actually, you know, you're thinking it through. There's a certain bit of, at least for me, there's a little bit of, we'll see, joy. Joy sounds like too much of a happy word. I'm so joyful that I can think. I guess I am pretty happy that I do have a functioning brain. That's something that everyone watching this should celebrate. You have a functioning brain. Good on you, people. Your marksman skill increased 257 by one-shotting a bullnetch from all the way over here. Well, I don't believe I've been here. No, we've been going through, we'll say, uncharted territory without you guys. Very sorry. I took the let's just keep walking and eventually we'll stumble over a Dwemer ruin at some point, despite, you know, the fact that I could have just gone to one of the many ones that I'm already aware of. Hi, guys. How are you doing? My sneak's already at, well, actually, no, it's not at max, is it? Well, it is, but it keeps going up. So I could be like, oh, it's at 77. Let's see if we can get it to go even higher. Just out of curiosity. I don't think they're going to attack me though. They don't seem like the sort. They could be, but maybe they're not. So I'm just gonna get like see if I can get another point of sneak, just for curiosity's sake. And then if I can, then I will stand up and declare myself present and see if they try to kill me. And if they do, well, then we will fight back. I should probably save. I just saved. As evidenced by the box down at the bottom that said saving. Briefly. You know, when I was saving. Your sneak skill has increased to 105. What was that? It was... it was the notification saying that I've leveled up. We're up to level 28. And we're still making points towards our sneak, currently at 105. Hi, guy! Oh, go crap! They are going to try to kill me. Well, alright, and I'm out of arrows. Well, that's great. That's awesome. I guess I'll just get some long blade points as well. Oh, the other one's coming after me. That's cool. You know what? Let's use a little bit of do I have destruction? Destruction is one of my skills. I should be using something like fireball on them. Come on. Let's well, okay. My skill is obviously very low. There we go. Yeah! That's some high power casting right there. Take that. We're gonna just keep hitting you with little dinky fireballs because, sure. Dang. I really do need to work on some of my spells, or get some good damage spells, because this fireball is really not cutting it. And part of that is because of actually I should really do the math on that.
You will suffer greatly.
I'm using up almost all my magic. That's okay, because I plan on resting to go ahead and get well, one, my level up, and two, get my magicka back. All right, there we go. That was fun. What is that? A common shirt. It looks interesting for a common shirt. All right, you guys got a chest. What's in the worn chest? 25 gold pieces. We're gonna camp out here for the night, and maybe I'll do a little bit of math to see how much damage. Now, my fireball would do more damage normally, but just a reminder to those who maybe came in a little bit late, in the options, I do have my difficulty set to 50, so things are a little bit harder than they would be in the base game. So I might have actually been able to kill someone with fireballs at this point. But anyways, resting time. Let's go ahead and rest. It's 5 a.m. I'll give it 2 hours. You have ascended to level 28. My bonuses kind of suck. The results of hard work and dedication always look like luck to saps, but you know you've earned every ounce of your success. We've been getting the same message, I believe, since level 20. We'll get to... whoa. I clicked on something and all of a sudden everything changed. Alright, well, let's put 2 points into strength, 3 points into intelligence, and what do we put the last point into? I could start putting points into endurance, but I like the idea of putting personality up to a nice round 60. Yeah, let's do that. And then, intelligence is almost maxed. We've already got agility maxed. Speed is maxed. I think, yeah, willpower and endurance. Actually, no, luck's probably going to be the last one we boost. Even though it is, well, it's not really that useful, but anyways, okay, there we go. We have leveled up. Time to continue our search. Actually, give me a second here. Fireball does fire damage 2 to 20 points. 5 feet on target. Now, if I'm pretty sure that's a set 2 to 20 points. Meaning that it only does 2 to 20 points. If you compare that to a single blade, well, maybe this is not a fair comparison because we're comparing Elton Brand to a low-level fireball spell. Let's even an ebony blade is not really fair. A chitin arrow, you know, it's 1 to 2 damage. However, if I'm using, like, for example, my demon longbow, it's an attack of 1 to 25. Now, is the damage added? So would that be like a minimum of 2 to 27 damage with the demon longbow? 2 to 27 damage, and my marksman has to factor into that somehow. Give me a second. All right, we're back. All right, so for example, I looked at we'll say how damage is calculated, and yeah, I definitely see why. We'll say weapons tend to be well, appear to be more powerful than spells. With Marksman, that basically just affects your chance to hit. The actual damage is basically just, the damage of your bow versus the damage, or plus the damage of the arrow. Sorry, I just needed to double check something. Now, the range of damage is actually not decided by a random roll of the dice like I had originally assumed. I knew that holding down the button for longer played some role in that, but I wasn't sure how much. That, literally, that 1 to 25, that shows how much damage it does. So if I just click the button and I do like a quick shot with my bow, it's not going to be, you know, the arrow's not going to be pulled back all the way, and we're probably going to do like, what, 2 damage. But if I hold down the button, get the arrow all the way back, and I fire, that sucker is doing 27 damage with 1 shot. Same can go for, we'll say, Eltenbrand. If I do a chopping motion, it's going to do 60 damage. Actually, sorry, 60 plus there is a strength modifier of some sort. All right, so I wanted to get the exact formula here. So the strength, what it does for your damage basically is it manipulates your damage. It changes it. It's like a multiplier, basically. So right now we're at 82. Like basically it's 0.5 plus your strength divided by 100. So my strength divided by 100 would be what, 0.82. So 0.82 plus 0.5, that would put me at like 1.32? 1.32? Yeah, check my math. Which means I do 132% damage with my sword. So I'm actually doing more than 60 per hit with Eltenbrand, which makes that pretty potent. Also considering Fortify Attack, I believe, also increases stuff, and there's the fire damage. So Eltenbrand is pretty beastly. It's pretty great. Now the Fireball, which we've all been waiting for, that's just a random number between those 2 values. So yeah, we need to get ourselves a better, some better attack spells. But to do that, we need to increase our destruction ability. So let's go ahead and cast some spells at this Nyx Hound as it's running at us. Hey, see, Nyx Hounds are pretty weak. We can kill those. So I'm gonna work on my destruction a little bit. I think that will help things out just a touch.
Longblade skill has increased to 48.
All right, well, I am actually out of time. That book actually took longer to read than I was expecting, so that chopped a little bit into my my time. What I'm doing, and I do promise that this time here we'll say next time, we will be at a Dwemer room, because if I am remembering correctly, there's a rather large one actually over on over in this part of Vardenfell. So I'm hoping to come across that one, and yeah, that's where I'm gonna go in to find some scrap metal, because you know I could have found it in so many other places, but I chose to go to that place there. We could see it from here. You know I'm not lying. There's one right over there, and it's actually not on the map. So that's my memory. My memory's working. Holy cow! Or maybe I saw it at some point. I don't remember. Maybe whatever. I'm just happy. We see a Dwemer ruin. That's the one we're heading to, and we will be there next time. And then we will get our scrap metal. Maybe poke around a little bit more too. Just, you know, why not? We're there. We might as well stop by, chat with the locals. You know, hello, Mr. Steam Centurion, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. How are you doing today? And then you know, when we start things off next, yeah, then we can go back and cash in the quest and all these other things. Alright, don't have enough magicka, we'll kill this rat. Alright, if you happen to like this little outing, if you happen to like this video, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you did not like it, well, then go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comments section, and until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on. Yeah, that's a nice frame to end on. I like that. Ta-da!